So, I had actually decided on this video's title last week because, come on, I can't pass up on that pun. But I had hoped that at the time it was going to be ironic because the episode title, Shu's Report, implies that the episode was going to recap the events of the first half of the show through Ishido's lens, which is a very tantalizing proposition, as he remains a very enigmatic figure in spite of being part of the core cast. And this turned out to be more of a clip show than I had originally thought it would be. That's entirely on me, of course, for having faulty expectations, but it doesn't change the fact that it's kind of just a clip show. In fact, the episode doesn't even use the eponymous report as its framing device. The clips are structured around the cast reminiscing and chatting about events that have transpired. There is technically plot progression, as the end of the episode teases something that the UDF is working on, Project Onyx. The thing is, it's only the name, so for all intents and purposes, there's probably going to be a better introduction to this thing in the coming episodes anyway, leaving this recap episode without much purpose. The episode does bring up this idea that's kind of implicit to the premise of the show, that being we know next to nothing about Rushin. Oh, yeah, I've never touched on this, but Rushin is confirmed by the merchandise and marketing material as the actual name of the Giant of Light, even though the show hasn't brought that up. Ultraman Arc, as the recap reminds us, is the name given to the superhero by Ishido. Back in the first episode of the show, Yuma explicitly asks Rushin for permission to use his power, and naturally that aspect has been downplayed for most of Arc's run. Simply for the sake of moving stories along, Yuma will just transform, and that's that. But by episode 12, there's a noticeable shift in dynamics if you compare it to the first episode. Rushin has now, on at least two occasions, explicitly signaled Yuma that it is time to transform. This wasn't commented on by the recap episode. I just think that this subtle progression is neat, especially because Ultraman Arc has been really committed to being as much of an anthology series as possible, reminiscent of Showa Ultra of years past. And I think the show is all the better for it. But what do you think of the series so far? Leave your thoughts in the comments, like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.